And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. And also all of the notifications because I forgot to mute Discord because of, reasons and stuff. Hey, welcome back to Music Free Gaming. It's great to have you all here today. And I am still dealing with morning voice, which is annoying because I just recorded an entire podcast and it just sucks. Not the podcast, the morning voice. Maybe the podcast sucks too. I don't know. You'll have to listen to all of the episodes from episode 1 to 109 or whatever I'm on now, and we'll find out. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Create mod is going on. Let's play some Minecraft. And I forgot how buttons work. Awesome. So what we have here is a merry-go-round. And it's great. It's definitely going round. And these guys look merry, so awesome. So I've got a couple things I want to do here. Obviously, I started on a park, right? We've got a little slide. We've got the ladder going up. You can go down the slide. You can fall off the thing here. It's great. Like you do. So I was kind of hoping, and I don't think I can, that, I could get catwalk, like, unfortunately, it's the top of a block and not on top of a block, which is, anyway, we all have our hopes and dreams, and this is one of them. I wonder. Sorry, I was explaining what's going on, and then I got distracted by thoughts. Do you ever get distracted by thoughts? Sometimes I get distracted by thoughts. And that is definitely a thought. Can I? Yes. I absolutely can. Okay, that one is stupid, but railings are cool. I should make more railings. Because I totally remember how. So anyway, how you doing this morning? Let's it's definitely a thing where railings happen. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, there's the train. The ice cream truck is going by like it does most days. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. I mean, that's cool. Also, apparently, there's a truck picking up bread. Okay. All right. Sweet. Well, that feels a little bit better. Now the slide doesn't feel quite like a death trap. Okay. I mean, most playground slides are, but this one feels a little bit safer anyway. Okay. Hey, what do you know? We're doing better, right? Right. Okay, so let's figure out the next thing we're going to do. You know what I think we need here is I think we need an iron golem. And I'm now inside a train. No, like literally, I'm now stuck inside the train. Okay. Wow. All right. No, that was great. That was wonderful. And that was everything I wanted out of life and then some. Because that was just weird. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Right, I was saying I wanted an iron golem. Because I think what I want to do, let's see, I do have a fence post. Perfect. What I would like to do is we're going to stash a golem here. I'm going to drop a lead probably underground and just tie a golem right here like he's guarding the stairs. Maybe acting as a ticket taker or something like that. Oh, and we got Surge Protector. Awesome. Great. Gotta protect our villagers on the ride from being struck by lightning, because that would be bad. Do not want our villagers struck by lightning. I don't even know where my lightning rod is, but apparently it's not near my villagers, so yay, I guess. All right. So I'm going to need a lead, which I have. I'm going to need iron blocks, which I also have, though probably not in my inventory. My inventory is a mess. Just saying. Let's double check. I've got it around here somewhere. In there? No. 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 All right, fine. Also, let's compound my problems here and set up another storage box. Okay. We'll just throw a bunch of this industrial iron in there. That's fine. I've got plenty of iron blocks. And I think I even have pumpkins. So we're going to be fine. So let's go get some so we can get the iron golem in place. And yeah, I said I'm just going to put him on a lead to keep him there. I could try to set up some sort of ticket booth, but I don't think I want to. Let's see. First things first, let's... yeah, this one? Yeah, perfect. Carved pumpkin. But the other reason I'm doing this is I've got a bunch of villagers just sitting out there on the ride. And it would be really handy if they didn't get eaten by mobs. Okay. I know. It's maybe a little weird to want to protect my my guys, but I do. I want to protect them. They are sweets, and they're riding a ride, and I don't want them to get eaten by, you know, zombies or anything else that feels the need to try to climb onto this merry-go-round, because obviously we want them to be safe. Right? That's the plan anyway. All right, so that's going to go there. Our iron golem is going to be up here. So, all right, apparently we're going to be using local metal for this, for temporary blocks, but that's okay. Okay, and well, so much for doing it that way. Honestly, there are blocks there next to it, and that's fine. All right. All right, so we'll just go up. Up seems like a reasonable thing to go. All right, so the golem will fall down, which is what I want. So, you know, we got that going for us. And I am going to need, you know, I did have some other fences over here. At least temporarily, just to keep the golem from wandering off too much. Okay. That should work, at least for now. All right. And now, plop. Okay. Well, that almost worked. You go there. All right. Let's take down these fences. Oh, sorry, my fault. I'm sorry. Here. Just went through a rough interview process, and now we're going to feed you. Right? That's how interviews work. Totally. Absolutely. Okay. All right, so that's good. So the Amanda go around has people taking care of it and stuff, which is awesome. All right. And yeah, so theoretically, if a zombie were to try to climb up here and eat my villagers, this iron golem will protect it. But hopefully that won't be a thing that's going to happen very often. So, but the next thing we're going to need to do is dodge the ice cream truck. Okay. Is I do need to start getting a little bit of decorative plant life through here. Okay. And a few other things. So one thing I do want to do is let's get a little bit of some pathy goodness happening over here. Because, you know, you get villagers, they want to come up, they hop on the ride, they get off. Okay, they never get off. Sorry, villagers. You're never going to get off. And you're just going to have to deal with that frustration. Anyway, so that they could come down the stairs and out this way. So, cool. All right, so we got that going. I think what I want to do is let's get some other stuff. So let's go ahead and throw a bunch of this stuff in here. Actually, the grass I want to hang on to. Oh, throw a bunch of this in there. Let's put these leads away. All right. Oh, you know, I don't think it's going to be an issue, but chunk borders. Oh, good. No, that's item boundaries. Okay, chunk borders. Oh, good. The lead is not going through a chunk border, so that's excellent. Start hitboxes. All right, cool. So I'm not too concerned, because that is a thing, right? If your lead and your critter crosses a chunk border, the lead could break, and that is not ideal. Not even a little bit. So, okay. Oh, hang on. It's surprisingly warm in my little corner of the house, and I turn my fan on here. Okay, so let's go get some bone meal, and we'll deal with some other stuff here. I'm kind of thinking I might want to, well, actually, there are a couple of things I did want to do before I go get the bone meal. I want to put a fence in. Now, do I want this to be... Yeah, I do want this to be tall fence. Okay, because now coming along the back here isn't going to matter, but the reality is most of it's not going to matter because nothing's actually going to be over here. But what I'd like to do is just have a little bit of a fence here that says, hey, maybe don't walk into this section of a train yard or something, okay? Just, you know, safety third or something, you know, whatever they say. All right, so this is fine. We'll just run a little bit of fence right around this way. Okay. All right. And I should probably do something along these lines too. Okay. All right. Nothing overly crazy, just enough to say, hey, we are kind of sometimes sort of thinking about the safety of the children who are now playing in this little park that surrounds the rest of this this area here. Okay. Almost got hit by a train again. See, this is why I need the fence. Because obviously this is a problem. Let's see. I don't know what else would be going on, but definitely a thing or something. Okay, so we've got that going. We've got a little bit of sandy area for the playground. I could expand that out a little bit, but I think we're okay. let's go get that bone meal we were talking about a minute ago. Because bone meal is going to be helpful. Okay. Where did I leave it? Oh, right. Okay, I've got bone meal over here. The kelp farm, it turns out, is also a bone meal farm these days. Which was by design. Eventually. Yeah, see? Bone meal. And lots of it. Now, it would be handy to actually have that compress into bones, but I didn't want to. I mean, that's really about it. It's like I could have it output into something over here, but 1, 2, 3, yeah. I could make that happen. I'm not going to, not now. I've got other things to do. So yeah, we'll just take some bone meal and we'll come back to it when we need to. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Everything will be lovely and wonderful, just as it was back when. Way back when I remembered things. We used to have beautiful springs, and we would bounce on them. Oh, we would bounce on them until we bounced so much that we would vomit. You know, good memories, good memories. All right, so, hey, Carp, how's it going? Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Okay, so yeah, we're going to put a little bit of, you know how often they're going to get back there and mow that grass, right? Just not so much. I actually haven't looked. If we're inside here. Oh, yeah. That's actually a really cool view. All right. Yeah, you can just sit here with your ice cream and, you know, watch the merry-go-round as it, well, goes round and stuff. It's fun. All right. We got it. Okay, so definitely wanted some grass back that way. And I think maybe a little bit over here. I am going to have to do some extra lights of some sort. Though, honestly, I might have enough light because of the frog lights under there. Not quite. All right, well, that's fine. Hi. Okay, so it's a little bit messy, but I think that's kind of okay. In fact, let's go ahead and pop some over here. So, yeah, I'm going to trim that back just a little bit, but so far I think this is going to be okay. Let's get some shears out. Okay, because I want to cut back this grass, but I also want to be able to place some just directly. So we're going to do that. Now, I absolutely want some tall grass back here, right? Or at least, because no one's going to mow under the thing, right? That makes sense. All right, who's going to get under there and mow? Definitely not me. Definitely not some guy named Mo. That would be weird. Okay. And I think, let's trim that one down a little bit. All right, so that's going to be there. We'll slap a little bit of... Nope, apparently not. Okay, we'll just slap a little bit of grass under there. And I think this will be good. I don't know if I want to do anything else with this or not. Obviously, there's going to be some darkness here that I need to sort out. So we'll figure out lighting here in a little bit. But let's just kind of figure out where the grass is going, the park is going, right? All of this stuff. Train. Yeah, where's the train going? You know, all the things. And I think what I want to do too is we're going to put a little bit of grass out this way, just enough to show that, hey, yep, they don't always get over here and mow back this way as often as they might want to. All right, nice. Now, so I see the bakery is actually doing bakery things. I like that. All right, now, so what's happening over here? So I'm okay with this being a chain link fence here. Okay. I don't know that I want to go chain link over this way. That side isn't going to have a fence. You're here to eat ice cream and ride a merry-go-round, and that should be enough for anybody. But over here, that could be chain link. I do want some sort of barrier, but I don't know that I want it to be chain link. On the other hand, it is a little bit of a vibe. You know, if I were to come over this way and just bring this here, it ends up, it gives a slightly different feel to this park. But it's one I'm kind of okay with, actually. It really gives a, how do I want to put it? It actually gives something like a city park vibe. Like if you were to go to a park in New York City, you know, it gives that sort of feel, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I don't live in New York City, so I don't know what it's like, but I've heard some people actually like it. And, you know, I've seen Friends. That show is totally based in reality, right? So, yeah. That'll work. In fact, I think let's take this off. All right. Okay, that kind of works. So at least people coming out here won't, I mean, there's still the sidewalk, and that could be a problem, but because, yeah, they could just step out here and get hit by a train. And, you know, that's kind of on them. You know, but everyone else, everyone who's smart enough to look both ways, which does not always include me, apparently, in this world, can then come over here, and this is definitely strategically placed. Somebody decided, yeah, we absolutely need a candy store right next to the playground. We can get bread, we can get chocolates, we can get ice cream. We can also get sandwiches and pizza. This is definitely a place for kids. 100%. Okay. So lights now. What sort of lights? Now, there are actually some street lamps that might be good here. I don't think we'll go with the soul lamps, but the regular street lamps. Lanterns, fence post, and stone brick wall. Honestly, I think those might be the right choice here. So I'm going to need... First off, I'm going to need torches. Oh, hang on. Let me go see if I've got some lanterns. I had a bunch of them because I had been trading with villagers. Well, that's great. But I didn't use a lot of them for that. So let's see if I've got lights. Apparently not there. My sorting system leaves a lot to be desired. Like actual sorting. Nope. Those are bridge lanterns, which are great, but not what I'm looking for. Also, torches. going to be helpful. Just in case I need to make more lanterns, we're going to need more torches. Because that's how torches work. Or, it's also how lanterns work, but, you know, it's all good. Ah, okay. I don't have a lot of lanterns, but got a few. And that's okay. Also some stone brick, which is also okay. Yeah, all these pearl bricks and stuff that I don't have any sorting for at all, which is sad. All right, so let's get over here and let's see if we can get some lanterns up and all that good stuff, right? Right. All right, so step one, we're gonna need some, not wall lanterns, not tiki torches. Oh, I need walls. Hi, could I stone wall, please? Thank you. Just like a, no, not gonna continue that thought. Not gonna continue that thought. That would get political beyond ways I want it to be political. All right, so let's get a few of those. And the double, I was gonna say the bubble street lamps. Bubble lamps would be cool, but no, we don't have bubble lamps. We could do double street lamps, but I think this is gonna be okay. So I think what I want to do, what do these look like on top of the fences? Like if I put one right there. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, here, let's sleep and then we'll throw up some more lamps. As soon as I can figure out where I am. All right, so let's do this. We'll put, okay. Nope. Can't pull it off with this equipment. Axe? Is that an axe thing? It is an axe thing. Okay. Cool. All right. Whoa, train. All right, so let's get all of these torches out of here, and then we'll take a look and just see what we can do with some of this stuff. All right. And all right, so we've got some darkness here, which is to be expected. Okay, that looks really stupid. I want posts, please. Please to post. This is not post. Okay. That's fine. So let's just take a couple of actually fence, there we go, street lamps. Wow, I'm good at this. Let's see how far. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's come this way. I think I'll move that street lamp over there. And let's put this up this way. All right. So that goes away. These go away. And so does Minecraft. Come on, Minecraft, we can do it. Okay. Wow. That actually looks really bad. You know, I think I do have some more industrial iron mesh fence. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Do I have more of that? Yes. Haha! Victory. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. All right, and we definitely have plenty of light. This is spawn proof anyway. All right. Nice. Heck, I could even come over here and do this. What happens if I pull out all of these torches? If I pull out those torches, it gets dark. And not in a good way. All right, so what I am going to need then, I think, is... Oh, maybe what I could do. Oh, right, you can't put... Ah. I can put torches on walls, or lanterns on walls. This is something Minecraft actually just needs to do natively. Just saying. Mojang, we need lanterns on walls. Okay. Okay. And we're still dark over here. Which I think I want to solve by placing a street lamp on top of that. Yeah. See, it's a little dim right there. Right, we're down at light level 1. But that should be sufficient. Okay. I actually like this. Yeah, I think that'll work. I mean, it's... I could use actual fence posts instead of these iron mesh things, but honestly, I think that looks good. Gives sort of that metal pole vibe, which I'm down with. All right. So now the next thing I want to do over here is we are going to need a couple of benches, right? Maybe some form of park bench that would be really, really handy. I wonder, can I do... Oh, I think I put them away. Let's see if I still have some of that catwalk. Okay. No. Darn, I was hoping I could place the catwalk on top of the fence post, but unfortunately, no. Okay. Well, that's annoying, because that would have looked really cool. As, you know, if you ever seen those, you go to a park and they've got those, like, metal picnic tables and things. This would look really cool as that type of picnic table. Unfortunately, can't put anything under it. Actually, what I could put under it, hang on, I think I can put under it. I think I can. Let's get an iron support. Can I put this under it? No. Which is annoying because you'd think you'd want to be able to put a support under the catwalk. But no. No, it doesn't let me do that. That would be... On the other hand, that doesn't look that bad at all. Aha. Okay. All right. I guess we can make that work. And then what I need are some benches. Now, unfortunately, I don't have benches, right? I have minecart with workbench. So, yay. Not especially. No. Okay. So we do have chairs, but unfortunately the chairs just stay chairs, right? They don't combine to become a workbench or a bench. So what I could do is I could either use slabs, right? Do the good old fashioned slabs. I could use seats, but the seats are a little too plush for what I want to do here. So let's get, honestly, smooth stone slabs. That gives picnic table vibes. I can go with that. And, though, actually, catwalk. I might be better off using iron catwalk. And I can do iron supports. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so iron catwalk. Oops, iron. Iron. Okay. So these guys, it's just iron ingots. Cool. I have placed ingots somewhere and now I cannot find them. Over here? Yes, there we go. All right, so let's okay. Let's go ahead and grab a set of those. And then iron catwalk is sheets plus iron bars. Okay. I have sheets. I have... Do I have not iron bars? Or did I just put them in this box here? Oh, I did. Okay. Cool. Yep, I know what I'm doing. We're good. We're fine. Everything's great. Let's grab that. I could actually... Oh, let's grab these. Iron bridge support. So let's take all of this stuff out. You can tell what's definitely create moddy goodness. Let's take that bridge support and my iron catwalk here. Yeah, that's definitely giving the vibes I want. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Said I'd like it a little bit better if I had a slightly different thing here for the bench, but I think that'll work. And all right, so let's create another one since we've got stuff here. Let's see. Come out this way? Yeah. All right. Bridge supports. We've got this. Oh, yeah. This is definitely going a little bit more... a little bit lower scale than I was originally picturing, I think. I was originally thinking something a little more flowers and paths, you know, like stone paths and things. But what we have is very much an industrial playground, right? So we've got some sand here. I could do some swings, I think. Let's, I've got some girders will be good. This won't be quite as, let's see, I think we'll set them up going this way. Okay. And you know 100% that there would be kids who would try to swing and land on the platform there, but yeah, we'll go across that way. Oops. Nope. All right. Okay, and all right, so I'm going to need some chains, which we'll get to here in a minute. All right, this is just going to look really silly, but that's okay. All right, do I have iron nuggets on me? I don't. That's fine. All right, let's make some chains. Chains, there we go. All right, and we'll just... Okay, and then this needs to go away. All right. There we go. We've got a little bit of a swing set happening here. Yeah. Obviously it doesn't swing, but that's fine. You know what? Since we're going for a little bit of a rougher look here, let's go ahead and take out flowers. I'm going to trim down this grass, but because I don't need quite that heavy, but yeah, I think this is going to be good. All right, yeah, we'll definitely trim back some of this grass. Honestly, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. Where are my shears? Okay, so we don't want tall grass. Okay, tall grass has to go. But we'll trim this down a little bit. That would not be there. Okay, and hey, maybe we'll have a little bit of. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't. That's fine. Okay. No, we're fine. I do like the idea of having a little bit more dead grass here by the fence. All right. And yeah. We'll just get a little bit of, oops, that's not what's supposed to happen. We'll just add a little bit of path block here just to give it that worn in look. Okay, that would not be there. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, people have come over. They'll go sit here at the tables. The kids will come play over here at the playground. All right, yeah, this is looking kind of okay here. All right, yeah. I'm digging this. Let's throw a little bit of grass coming around back here. Okay. Doesn't need a lot. Just a little bit. This is, yeah, they don't mow quite as close to the fence as maybe as they should, and it's definitely a fun playground. Kids like to come play here and stuff, but yeah, just not quite as much stuff. Oh, in all honesty, we'll go ahead and throw a couple of dandelions out here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Because you know they'd have a weed problem, right? Also, dandelions grow here. But, you know, beyond that, they would definitely have issues with some dandelions popping up here in the park, right? And the kids would love it. Okay. Honestly, that made a huge difference. That made a huge difference. Okay. And let's add a little bit of path coming this way. Because, you know, the kids would be coming. They'd come from the ice cream shop, or they'd be going to the ice cream shop. And they would come across here and they'd run over to play on the swings or the slide. Right? All that good stuff. You know they'd be about it. And actually, this kind of looks like, this almost looks like it would be like a playhouse or a play fort, right? You ever go to a park where they've got sort of a play structure like that? Where, yeah, you can climb on top of it, and it's got slides, but you can also go inside it, and it's got activities and things in there too, like those weird tic-tac-toe boards and things like that. That's exactly what this would be like. Okay. All right. Oh, honestly, I like this. It's not I said I was envisioning something a little more high-end, but what we have here is actually really cool. I like this. Oh, train. And the number of kids hit by trains is probably less than 5. It's probably sufficient that, you know, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. This is good. No. I don't know that I want it to be quite this much, but I do want to put a little bit of extra grass out here. I am going to need some more lights, I think, aren't I? All right. Well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and let's put another. Oops. No. I'm good at this. The street light's a little taller. And that's okay. All right, and that's giving plenty of light coming over here. We've got the lamps over there too. You know, there would be some lamps here too. Okay, we'll just pop up this way. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is good. Excuse me. So much coughing happening today. All right. Do I have trains? I have trains that are confused. Hey, Snoopers. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hang on, we're going to fix this little traffic jam. Okay, but this park is looking better by looking a little worse. It's definitely a shabbier little park than I was originally thinking, but I like it. I like what we've got going on here. The slide and a little playground. We got some picnic tables going. And we've got the merry-go-round over here with our new ride attendants. You know, we're set. Okay. And, you know, kids would definitely try to climb under here and would get mangled by the machinery. But that's okay. The establishment does not take responsibility for mangling, for kids going where they shouldn't belong. No, that's on them. Yeah, that's totally on them. It's fine. As much as I would actually maybe like to put a little fence and stuff here, I like being able to see the grass growing under the thing. So we'll go with it. It's fine. It'll be great. Okay. Isn't there a train ride as well? If you're careful, or if you're not careful, you could end up riding the train from the front. You know, I got hit by a train earlier and ended up taking me for a ride for a while, so, you know, it's fine. Yeah. This is the ride that never ends. My llama despawned, my friends. I did. There was a llama on one of those seats. It's not there anymore. Yeah, no, they're great. They're having fun. You can tell. Look at those. That's definitely the faces. Those are definitely the faces of villagers that are having fun. Okay, ignore the guy who shook his head no. They are absolutely having fun. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, so that's cool. All right, so we get this merry-go-round. We've got this playground here. And that's going to lead over this way. Now, we've got a couple of things here. So, one of the things I've been wanting to do for a while, I am an evil overlord. Yes, I am. One thing I have been wanting to do for a while is to put a little bit of a fence out this way, similar to what's around the windmills over there. Just say, hey, this is a factory, and no admittance except on party business, that type of thing. So I think we pull something along those lines. But hey, I gave the residents of the city a playground to play in, and there's an attendant here to keep the riffraff off the thing, so that should be fine. On the other hand, if a zombie were to end up in one of those seats, I don't think it would be able to touch the villagers anyway, and would just sit there and be sick and probably burn to death, because while this is an entity, this doesn't provide any actual shade. So yeah. Okay. No, we're good. See, I'm a benevolent overlord. I provide them with shelter and toys. So that's... Okay, so let's go ahead and get a little fence action happening here. And I'll get a doorway and stuff in here too in a minute, but... Okay. So we'll get... Let's see, so we'll get some fence going here. Ah, man. I don't know what's tickling my throat, but it's not doing it in a fun way. All right, so we'll get a little bit of this going here. And I think this will go... Honestly, where do I want this to go? I think we'll just come over here to the edge of this building. So, yeah, we'll just come this way, and this will be fine. Okay. Yep, definitely a little bit funky over there with all those blocks where the fence connects to them, but it's okay. Are you gonna watch on Twitch? Yeah. I try to keep you to do okay on YouTube, but yeah, a little bit of the lagginess. Actually, the part of the lag on YouTube is because I've got the auto captioning turned on, and that slows it down a little bit. If I turned off the auto captions, then it would do better. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, because unfortunately, that's one of the things I lost when I started multi-streaming, is I was doing auto captions locally and then shipping them up to YouTube. And then that was good. I could use the low latency stream input and all that stuff, but that's not really a thing I can do now. Okay. All right, so I think we'll just do a 1 block wide gate here. Okay. So that'll go like that. Though, in all honesty, you've got them up on separate monitors. Oh, yes. Yes, I get that. I totally understand it. Oh, I put the industrial iron over here. Yeah, we're definitely getting a bit of goodness going on. Not the local metal. Industrial iron. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of something. Hang on. What did I do over there? Okay. All right, so this goes up that way, and industrial iron like so. Okay. Yeah, that is the drawback. YouTube does lag, which is annoying, because for some reasons it would be nice if people were watching on YouTube. But, you know, keep them both open. That's what I say. Watch on both platforms. This fence doesn't exist from the top, by the way. It's just a pretend fence. This is the fence that you walk on from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, right? Only a leap from the lion's head. You know, it's a leap of faith, right? Okay. Yeah, totally. Anyway. Okay, so let's get this going over these. Oopsies. Oopsies. I liked Indiana Jones. Yeah, and the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was so good. All right, so that's going to go this way. I could put a door here and stuff, but for now we'll leave it open. All right, so cool. So we've got that. Now I'll need to do some lanterns and fence posts and stuff coming up this way as well, but what do I want to do over here? Okay. This is very much a empty place. You're so traumatized by the Ark of the Covenant scene. Oh, yeah, in Raiders? Wow. There's nothing like having melt. I admitted, for a while when I was a kid, I closed my eyes during that scene. Because I didn't need to see Nazis with their faces melting off, okay? That's just was not high on my list of things to watch during a typical Tuesday. I have an axe here somewhere. Oh, it was a good movie. I liked it a lot. I watched a lot of Raiders. But, okay. All right, so let's see now. So we've got crosswalk happening there. I could put a crosswalk here. Oh yeah, 19 crafting tables is, I think, sufficient for my needs for now. No, actually, I made up a bunch because I made some auto crafters, and you use crafting tables in the auto crafters. All right, so that's going to go that way. That would have been my just comedy gold right there. So what do I do here? Maybe what I'll do is I'll just turn this into fields, you know? They can make a nice floor design. I've done that in the past, and it looks really cool. They also make really cool ceilings, right? Have you looked at the bottom of a crafting table? Like, it's sort of oak, but not quite. Do I have oak? Oak. Yeah, there we go. So I guess they are just oak. Never mind. I thought there was a little bit more to them than that, but there they are. But anyway, nice flower garden or silly little statue. Yeah, I could. Okay. So I do like that idea. I don't know if I want to do a water feature over here. Let's turn off the highlights. Thank you. But I think what I want to do, I'm going to have to get some more stone, maybe just to continue some sidewalking, but because this is next to the factory. So part of me is just wanting to bone meal the snot out of this thing and let it be sort of natural, you know? Yeah, because I've got lots of bone meal. And just sort of come through here and we'll do some trim and stuff later. What I don't have right now is moss, right? Because some moss carpet would be good to just embed a little bit of light in this. But what I do have is a light overlay and some lanterns. Okay. Wow, I am bad at this. Okay, where are my street lamps? There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll just run some street lamps out this way. That goes there, and that goes there. Okay. So it's not... Oops. Okay. Great. Oh, right, axe on those ones. Okay. And as long as I can get enough light towards the back of this building, should be okay. Wow. The other thing I could do, which would actually make some sense, would be to try to evenly space the street lamps. Okay, so that we're still dark over here. That's fine. Because, you know, spacing them evenly, I was about to say spacing them evilly, that would be entirely different. That would be a much different type of thing we got going on here. But, all right. I will need some lamps and stuff coming along the sides there, too. But let's sleep. Sleeping. Oh, the cat is snuggled up in your arms in front of the keyboard. Nice. Oh, snuggly kitty. My cat, we pulled a bunch of stuff out that we're going to take to donate today. And a lot of it is sitting in these plastic crates, lidded crates underneath the... oh, those are snuggly kitties. Oh, so snuggly. But they're in these plastic lidded crates, and one of them sitting under a folding table that my daughter had out because she was working on a sewing project. And oh yeah, my cat was just in heaven, laying on top of this crate under the table. Oh yeah, he's having all sorts of fun. Okay. You know what I might do too? Actually, this might be good. I could put these lamps just in town. We'll put them on top of the train signals. Okay, that'll make a little bit of sense anyway. All right, you go there. Actually, you know what? No. I mean, yes, but no. On top of those ones, let's get... oh, I think I'm going to have to make some more fence posts. Which is fine. I have stuff I can make fences with. Right? Fence. Fence. Yeah. Right. I can make some street lamps like these ones. Let's make some double street lamps, and we're gonna have to make some more of those. Oops. Hang on. I can do the thing wherein I make stuff. Okay. Just a lantern. Just a regular lantern. And, yeah. Okay. My street lamps are here somewhere. There we go. Double post street lamps. Okay. Yeah, so check this action out. We're going to come over to these guys. And let's take out this one. And instead, we're going to put in a double lantern. They look only slightly like Mickey Mouse ears, and that's okay. Okay. And apparently I'm doing them parallel to the sidewalk. Okay. I think this will work. Or should I do them perpendicular? I don't know. I don't know. Things are weird. But, no, I do kind of... No, I think that's okay. I think that's all right. Because if I were to put them in this way, like that, not this whole floating street lamp, which would be cool, but no. I mean, it's kind of okay, but honestly, I think I like them. Does my cat prefer anyone? My cat doesn't actually like anybody. And actually, no, so it depends. Yeah, it does kind of make sense if they're parallel to the track. You're right. This one won't have a lamp, and that's okay. No, my cat, in the mornings, he likes my wife. But mostly because she gives him wet food. And, yeah. So there's that. This area does need some light. I think I'm going to go... Yeah, we'll just be consistent here. On the other hand, in the afternoons, when he wants lap time, yeah, it's a very transactional relationship, 100%. In the afternoons, he does like to sit on my lap if I have his favorite blanket on, and only then. Okay. All right, so I am going to need some more street lamps here. All right, so let's do this. Unfortunately, I've got slabs, which is going to complicate things. So I do need to get some light over here. Let's say... Do I have more slabs? I don't. All right. But I do like the idea of, train! I'm now stuck in my inventory and with a train. Okay, it happens. All right, let's go get some more slabs. I don't think I have smooth stone left in my inventory. I've got... my inventory is such a disaster. It always is, but... You know, I don't think I'm going to need light grain concrete powder. Got cobblestone. All right. I'm not going to need the light gray concrete either, right? You know, it's just all of this stuff. It's just totally a thing that I don't need. Let's grab some of this stone. We'll cook it into some smooth stone so that I can make some more smooth stone slabs. Okay. Which... Downstairs. Right. I remember where things are. It's totally fine. I totally remember all of those things. All right. So we'll just slide right on over here and cook that into smooth stone. It'll be fine. But yeah, my cat is definitely not he's not a people person, right? So he's very much I like you when I get what I need. Whether it's food or on the rare times that he wants attention. It's like, nope. I will come to this person and then that's it. And then I will go away and just leave me alone now. You know, so it's he's that type of cat. I mean, we had another cat, our older cat who has since passed. He was yeah, we'll get to these lights up here. He kind of preferred me, I think, a lot of the time. I was always the one he would go to for lap time when he wanted lap time. But beyond that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But beyond that, it was just very much a... he was just very much a I don't care type of cat. Okay. So I do need to bring in some lights over here. Okay. Ah, well, that's a block. That's fine. A block is perfectly okay. All right, so let's get 2 and... okay. At least one of those 3 was in the right place. And that's not bad. Okay. And I'm okay with it being light level 1. I just don't want it to be dark. Right, like this is a problem. Okay. Now I think part of that's a problem I can solve. Okay, that's got light over there. Right, so this is a problem I can solve by putting another... oh, slabs. I need slabs. Righto. I remember what I'm doing. Don't need those. Okay. I'm just going to keep picking up those seeds. Hey, guys, enjoy. All right. What was I... oh, slabs. It's like, I'm here for a reason. I've forgotten what that reason is, but I'm totally here for it. Okay. All right, so we'll just slap ourselves a little bit of a street lamp right here. Okay. Oops, wrong axe. Pickaxe. There we go. All right, and then I need to do something similar over here. Yeah, something kind of like this. The sidewalk will actually continue that way, perhaps. So, okay, right, because I'm using the fence. So that'll go there, right? Okay. All right, so that can go away. I think this can go away. Yeah. All right, and now we've got a little bit of a dark spot over here, which I can resolve by panicking and screaming like a little child. Right. That's gonna be a nope. Okay. Yeah. Street lamp will go here. Okay. And like that. All right, cool. All right. Yes, so we've got some map art here of a sandwich. And there's some map art inside this one. Yeah. Sprite asked if she could do some map art to stick on buildings one time. So, yeah, go for it. So yeah, so there's a little bit of map art there, and there's like the spaghetti and the pizza. Yeah, so just a little bit of fun stuff going on there. All right, I'll worry about this stuff mostly later. This, all right, that'll go there. I did sneak a little bit of light back here behind some of these paintings and stuff too, so we're not totally totally out of luck, but this one's gonna need a... I can't see through my own exhaust, which, you know, I admit it's a personal problem, seeing a doctor, but no, that just looks stupid. Sorry, up here, this is not going to go. These ones that are not by the sidewalk, they get regular lamps. They don't get the double lamps. They get the regular lamps. Okay. Yes. Yeah, all the potential. All right. Yeah, so that will work, I think. Gives us a fair amount of light. We're good. Right? It's all good. All right. Yeah, it's all this detail work that I'm just so bad at. I don't have a lot of patience for it, I think, is part of the problem. Okay. I'm going to move this. Since we've got a little bit of a design thing going now, we'll just stick that up there. And we'll stick this right here. And that's okay. Do I need this then? Oops. That goes away. No, I don't need this one. Okay, cool. That's good, because I didn't like this one, so happy for it to go away. You have to be in the right mood? Ah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'm actually that way with a lot of things in Minecraft, which is why I like Minecraft, because if I'm in the mood, like, so I got this ice cream shop done. Well, heck, even when I buried the village over there, I was just not in the mood to do more redstone create mod stuff. I wanted to do something else, and so I did. And you know, now I buried the city, and now I'm doing a little bit of detail work, and we have a merry-go-round. So, you know, fun times. Often you're just in the mood to mine. Hey, that is perfectly fine. Okay. I've been there too a couple of times. It's like, you know, I just want to go diggy for a while. Now I did yesterday. I was just what train? I was in a little bit of a mood and decided that I fired up my solo vanilla world, the one where I was it's going solo 3, where I was renovating the ancient city and just taking a look down there, just seeing if I had any inspiration for what I wanted to do. Didn't, but I mean, part of it is I know that's not entirely true. Part of me is like, oh, maybe it would be nice to go down there and actually build the storage system I've been meaning to build forever. So that may be a thing because I'm getting sort of the itch to go back to vanilla. Okay. Not that I'm necessarily getting tired of create mod, but I'm getting sort of that itch. So I'm starting to look at my options on that again and just see, what do I want to do with this? All right, so anyway, we got that going on. We got that happening. This is just going to be empty field, I think. Now, I'm not quite... let's actually slap a little bit of grass path over here. People would 100% have cut across this way. I'm not quite like some of the hermits. They're just to test the regular Minecraft flowers out here in the fields. So I'm going to leave those, but I get that. Well, I'm also going to put a little bit of pathy goodness coming out this way. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And yeah, I could put warning signs and a door or something on there, but for now, we'll just leave it open. I do need to put a garage door here, but that's a problem for future me. I don't know quite what I want to do. And more to the point, I don't know if I actually want to set up a thing so that the garage door will open when the trains come in and out. Because really, it's just that one that's been going. because this one keeps my lava tank here full. Okay. All right, so we've got some of this action going. You know what? Let's... I do still have some grass here, right? But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I have to be in the mood to detail and I've got, you know, just like anybody. It's like, you know, I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of done with this, right? There are a couple things. So let's talk about that a little bit, because we are going to... I do want to look at planning a little bit. There are a couple of things I want to put in that I absolutely want to get done before I call this world done. Okay. I do want to get in a chorus fruit farm. Okay. Which I think... I haven't fully decided, but I think it's either going to go here. Here, let's free cam up. It's either going to go in this lot over here or this lot here in the center. Okay, I think I do want to put another... I think I do want to put another restaurant or something over here. Okay. I don't know what yet, but there are basically 3 more shops that I definitely want to do, or maybe 2. Okay. One is a cookie shop. Definitely need a place that sells cookies. And I want to put in a bakery that sells cakes and pies and things. And that's going to go over here. Okay, so... And that's going to go over here because I need frosting. And I already am making all of the frosting happen over here. Oh, right, that's it. So the cake shop is going to go here where I can tap into my existing frosting factory. But yeah, I'm going to do some cookies. Yeah, just live in the frosting tanks. Yeah, exactly, right? Well, heck, the candy shop over here, you could just order jars of frosting. Right? I could just come in here and say, I want a jar. And I don't know, what frosting do we want? Let's do apple frosting. And order. And momentarily, and it does take it a minute. So here it comes. It just takes it a minute to get up the pneumatic tube here. But there we go. We now have a jar of frosting. So, you know, it's nice. So you could just live off of frosting here. Actually, there is a legitimate reason why you may want to eat more donuts, because you can get status effects like night vision. It's cool. Yes, graham crackers and frosting. Ooh, that sounds too tasty. I don't dare eat that because I may never stop. I'm making good progress on my weight loss goals. I don't need that too readily handy. But yeah, I do like this little playground in this spot here. So, all right, so that's going this way. I need to get some glow lichen. I may do that here soon. I need to get some, so I can put glow lichen on these roofs and not torches. Yeah, I mean, I could come back behind here and put some lights, I suppose. Which might be enough, actually. Let's see, I've got some frog lights on me, right? Oh, froggy lights. Oh, there's some ochre ones, those will work. Alright, so let's... Oh, well, fine then. I guess we go through the glass. Yes, okay, silk pickaxe. Perfect. Alright, So, all right. So if I put some of that there, will that be enough? Not quite. It's good here, but all right, hang on. Make sure I place that in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then this should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I think this is in the wrong place. Okay. I think that actually goes there. All right. Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's good. So this should be here. And is that almost enough? We got one little dark spot right there, but which I could actually solve that with a street lamp. If I were to come over here and let's if I were to put a street lamp right here, and then not that lantern, a lamp post, not a sandwich. There we go. There we go. That does it. Okay. Oh, stream joke. If a child refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest? Yes. Yes. I think that the answer to that is yes. 100%. Yeah. Totally. Totally. Yep. That. Actually, I do like that joke. That one was good. I want to move this. Okay. No, that one was good. We've had some bad ones. That one I think was actually pretty good. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're still well enough lit. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Rather than the lamppost, I've changed my mind. My mind is somewhat changeable at times. Not always, but sometimes. That's the lamppost you'd walk into? Yeah, absolutely. Is that my last lantern? At train! There. That I think is a little bit better. All right. Yeah, see, this would have walked into that all the time. But yeah, that's better. That gives us the light now on the roof. Plus, we get a little bit of extra light happening up there, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I agree. I think this is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like it. So detailing is not something I'm particularly good at, but it's nice when even just a few little details come together and we get our happy little playground and stuff. Stop. Okay, so are we stopping in the name of love, or because we want to collaborate and listen, or is it hammer time? Okay. I'm not entirely sure. Don't say I'm not good at it. I'm not going to say I'm like horrible and stuff at it. I'm just not. It's like I'm not at the level of like Pearlescent Moon or BOO or Good Times with Scar, right? I'm not there, and I can admit that without denigrating myself, right? Without putting myself down. I just admit there's a skill difference. But I'm also going to be honest enough with myself to say, you know what, this is something I can improve at. But, yeah. Okay. I know, I'm not that level of... And I never will be. I'll never be at the level of B-dubs, for example, because I just don't have that... I don't have the patience, for one thing. And I admit it, I do have a little bit of that thing. It comes up with Minecraft in particular, where I sometimes have a hard time seeing a block in a wall that doesn't make sense to be in the wall, right? It's hard for me to want to put like dirt in this wall to do gradients and stuff. And because of that, it kind of limits my palette just a little bit. But yeah, so I will... Yeah, gradients are overrated. Well, a little bit of texturing is good. Like on this building here, right? Over here on Luigi's. Mixing the brick with this umber brick, that adds some good texture, right? I'm not doing a gradient. I'm just adding some texture. And that really makes this building a lot nicer. Okay. So I'll go with that, right? You look at the factory over there, and it really does need a little bit of something. It's just a wall of brown. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. But otherwise, it definitely needs something. And I rarely... Like, okay, that's got a little bit of a gradient as it goes up. But I don't like to work on that sort of scale where the gradients make a lot of difference. So slapping some texture in, getting some variation of depth. Oh, mixed jungle with spruce. Yes. It also looks really good with oak, where it looks like something got water damage. I've mixed those together, and that's been really fun. But, yeah. Okay, so... But yes, I'm honest enough with myself to admit that, yeah, there's some things I'm just... My overall skills are not in that direction, and that's okay. On the other hand... I'm aware that, hey, just a little bit of detail here like this, like the grass and these lamps and these picnic tables, turn this otherwise dead area into something that's something that looks cool, okay? This definitely has a feel of a sort of a neighborhood playground, okay? And I'm down for that. So... yeah, I'm all for that. Oh, it's all right, Snoopers. I understand, because there are definitely some streamers that I watch who are very good at Minecraft, who have a hard time accepting that they're good at it. You're a bit cranky this morning. I get it, Snoopers. Tango Tech is one of those that, oh man, I feel for the guy. He is so good at creative redstone, and his builds are amazing. Are they quite at the level of Scar or B-dubs? No, but they're still amazing. And he runs himself down a lot, and I feel bad for him. But so I'm not quite at that point where it's like, oh, yeah, this is amazing, but I think it sucks. Like an artist always critiquing. It's just, yeah, I need some dead grass. We don't have it, but the dead grass from 1.21 or 1.25 or 21.5 or whatever it is now, a little bit of that dead grass would be great here. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not quite at that, but okay. but I have a hard time sometimes with detailing. At least I'm cheating here because I have tables and chairs, and that's awesome. I really like how this ice cream shop turned out. Because, yeah, this with the brown terracotta floor and stuff, it's a little, it feels a little bit closed in because this is only a 4-block high room. But I still think it, still think it works. But I'm afraid to get into something like, what was it? Conquest Reforged, which has like 1 trillion different blocks and stuff. I'd 100% go into detail paralysis on that. All right. All right, let's go ahead and clean up the mess here and take a look at what else we've got going on and where I want to look at doing some more detailing. Wrench, there it is. I don't technically need a wrench, but I do pick things up faster with it. All right, that goes there. Yeah, honestly, that is one of those things that I think Minecraft does a pretty good job of balancing. How it feels empty that I've got all that junk on. They do a pretty good job of balancing, giving you block options without overwhelming you. Yeah, and it does, exactly, it definitely forces some creativity. Now, I've got a few more extra blocks because I've got create mod adds and create deco adds, like these blue bricks, right? Vanilla Minecraft needs more blue and more green. And honestly, more purples, right? Just the cooler colors, I think, are missing from Minecraft in general. And I'd like to see a little bit more of that play out. Okay. Honestly, I think this is okay. Now, one of the things I want to do, I think I might do in this area. This is one of the things, we're talking about planning and stuff here. So I need a chorus fruit farm. Hey, JMO, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. JMO is an awesome Minecrafter. Speaking of people who do detailing well, JMO is definitely on that list. Awesome. Yeah, so I think if I put the chorus fruit farm here, I'm thinking of turning this lot into like a central park, right? Something that's a little fancier, perhaps. On the other hand, it's right there by the McBurger Hut and the gas station. So, you know, how fancy do you want to get? But that's kind of where my thoughts are going. And then said I might do the cookie store over here in that lot. Right, and doing something along those lines. Okay. Because I think, I said, other than maybe just slapping some more, just bone mealing the snot out of some of this, I think this side is relatively okay. Right? I still like that merry-go-round. I'm glad Amanda talked me into building that thing, because that's just silly and I love it. Okay, but I do want to come back out here and let's get some more sidewalk action going. So one thing that it's a little bit of a problem is I can't really run the slabs across the curves, because if I do, it like paves the entire curve, and that is not what I want to be doing. So okay, so let's go ahead and run this sidewalk out this way. All right, so we're gonna run out here, and yeah, we'll continue from this. All right, and I think I'll leave this kind of not right. Yeah, because what we'll do is we'll bring this out this way. You were talking about a water feature earlier, Snoopers. This might be a good place for one. Put a little fountain or something, kind of, or maybe something like I did on the back of the sandwich shop here, where I just have a couple of small custom trees and a little flower garden type thing. And, you know, tiki torches. Something along those lines might work out pretty well. Also try to get hit by the train. Fountain or something above a redstone build. Yes, yes, that would be perfect because wet redstone is the best redstone. There's no possible way I would accidentally get redstone all over my, or get water all over my redstone. No, it'd be fine. Okay. So I think... All right, so we've got a lantern there. Let's go ahead and put a lamp here in the middle of the sidewalk. Because that is the... Oh, darn it. Hang on, I gotta go back, get some more fence, because I... Oh, I don't have to go back and get it. It's in my inventory. Yes. Keep saying the best place to lose anything is in my inventory, so... All right, so let's go ahead and grab some lamps, and... Actually, how are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, so let's do this. We'll split it in two. Okay. And we'll come out this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So something about like that's probably good. And where's our... I pulled out the wrong thing. The mesh fence, not the iron bars. Okay. All right, there we go. And let's get these up here, like so. And like so. Ta-da. All right. So now I should be able to take these torches out. Almost. Actually, I bet I could take... Yeah, let's do this. Oops. With the lamps, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's almost enough. All right. So let's just slap a torch down, but I do like the idea of turning this into a little bit of a garden decorative thing, right? Bring the sidewalk this way. And I'm out. Cool. Yes, I do still have stuff. Crafting tables. That's the thing too. Or even better, stone cutters. Actually, stone cutters have a really good, nice bottom on them. And that's not something you can say about everything, right? Stone cutters have a great bottom. I mean, look at that texture on the bottom of that. Looks so good. They're a pain to work with, but an excellent ceiling block, stone cutters. A pain in the bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. If there's one thing I know, it's bottom pain. Okay, that maybe probably wasn't the way to have said that. But that's okay. We'll just throw myself off this track and it'll be fine. Can you place them upside down? Unfortunately, no. Stone cutters, the most you can do is change the rotation on them, but you can't flip them. And I've done that. One of my actually one of my previous Create Mod worlds, I did that. I had some truck parking, and I used those as a ceiling. Above the truck parking, and it works really nicely. It'll even match in relatively well with the smooth slabs, though they're a little bit darker. but you get that same sort of vibe. So you could throw in the stone slabs as variation or something like that. It also works nicely because they're fairly dark, right? If you were to throw in some frog lights and then grab whatever your favorite light block is for a trap door. I don't have any vanilla trapdoors on me, I don't think. Except dark oak, but... Right, but if you were to take some acacia trapdoors or something, which... Here, I think I've got enough I can craft some up here real quick. Right, you could take these acacia trapdoors. Yeah, says the guys who's... Yeah, I know. Right, but you can get something along this line, and that gives you a really cool modern light texture to it. So yeah, this is pretty cool, right? You can do something like that. Iron trapdoors would be good for that too. Because then you would really get that. I don't think I have any here, do I? I've got some iron catwalk. That's almost the same thing. But yeah, that would give you really that sort of future or even modern, like, overhead fluorescent light look. So yeah, you can do some cool things with it. So yeah, I did something really bizarre in my in the last hardcore world I did too that was just a really cool ceiling, and I don't remember what it was. Anyway, so yeah, this would definitely be the place to slap in a little bit of a fountain. But it was cool. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got some fun stuff. I need to get over there and get some smoke out of those smokestacks too. Anyway, that's a problem for future me. Let's grab a bed. And I know I've got at least one in my inventory here somewhere. Or a big bonfire. Yeah. I think the Yeah, I need... You might have something there, Snoopers, out of the smokestacks. A little bit of fire showing, plus a bunch of smoke going around. That might be good. I think those are solid blocks up there. I don't think I slabbed the top of them. So, yeah, you would be able to see if you had a fire on netherrack around the rim there, might be really good. Yeah. Fountain steam too. Yeah, slap a campfire under it. I did that. I was playing on Mandolin's SMP, and I built a sauna, and so I had a bunch of campfires and stuff under it. That was really cool. All right, so if I'm going to do this, what would be a good... Do we go crazy? Maybe we go crazy. Because crazy can be fun, right? That's definitely a thing. Do I have a favorite world? My favorite world tends to be the one I'm building in. The last hardcore world, Going Hard, I think I had the I think I liked the design of that base best, despite the fact it was pink. And there was a lot of pink in that build. I really liked that one. But and there are a few things like this sandwich shop. I'm totally jamming with the sandwich shop. This one and I like this Italian restaurant. Right, so some of those are fun. And some of them are just small, like like my potion brewer. that's just fun. I like that I was able to actually come up with my own redstone automated potion brewer. Okay, I was going to look at blocks. Okay, gold is not a thing I can do much with. Okay. All right, what else do I have in the way of iron? Not a lot, really. Okay. All right, so let's see then. Let's come out here. Let's maybe get some... I think what I'm going to do is we'll leave the sidewalk like it is, but I'm going to get some other slabs, so we'll have a little bit of a different design out here. Maybe some granite or some... or maybe something along those lines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to slap this down here. This gives us actually a little bit more of a regular shape, which is kind of cool. And I think it gives us an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except by odd, I mean it's even. Okay. Okay. But let's actually whip out some cobblestone. What's below this one is this area directly below it. There's a little bit of the ordering system for the Luigi's. So we've got the yeah, so this is the ordering system. That's the train scheduler. So, yeah. So just a little bit, nothing too crazy. And actually very little here that would be hard to fix if it were to wash away because I did something stupid, which is important. Try to avoid the stupid on occasion. I know. Nobody believes me, but it's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Why did that not quote? That should have quoted. Hang on. Why you no quote? Well, I mean, it shouldn't have. So, all right, hang on. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, please quote. That's okay. Quote. Settings. Quotes are enabled. Should just quote. Okay, now I'm confused. I have to look it up now. Sorry, we're gonna okay. Because I know quotes are a thing there. I mean, because it's I got it all set up. It should be a thing. Settings, quotes. Yes, it totally should just show a... Oh. Okay, I got it. It's something I missed. All right. Nope, this is 100% something I missed. So... yeah, it's... All right, I'll have to fix that. So apparently there is a thing I had to do to get a to do a show quote thing. Okay, so I'll dig into that this afternoon. But yes, that would have or should have shown a random quote that 100% did not, because I missed it. Anyway, so this one is odd, and this is even, so that's fine. So we can come in 2 blocks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can place blocks so much more. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This side will be a little thinner, I think, which is okay. Ta-da! Hey, Firecracker. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Looks like we've got a raid. XB Crafted raided. XB, thank you so much. You are awesome and amazing and all of that good stuff. So great to have you here. Hope you're having a fabulous day. What were you working on today? Hopefully fun and exciting things. And everybody who is dropping in and following and stuff, welcome, welcome. All right, I am now trying to figure out placing sand. Nice. Nice. Is this your next Hermitcraft thing? Or you got other fun and exciting stuff going on? See, I'm right now trying to figure out a fountain here. And where I want this to go. But yes, welcome in, Raiders. So, for those of you who don't know me, the 4th circle around the main base. Nice. So, welcome to Music Free Gaming. I'm a family-friendly streamer, mostly in Minecraft. This is a create mod world where I'm focusing on automatically crafting foods and stuff. Except today I'm doing some detailing. We hop up here with my jetpack. We built a playground and a merry-go-round and did some detailing around that today. And well, actually, the merry-go-round was on Thursday, but you know, fun stuff. Yeah. Oh yes, and I've got trains that run. So yeah, so I've got some fun stuff here where I've got this happy little sandwich shop where you can pick, hey, I want BLTs, and you can order it and it will give you stacks of sandwiches, right? But yeah, it's all sorts of cool stuff. This restaurant, this is Luigi and Mario's because that's the order it should be in, where you can get pizza and pasta. So all sorts of fun stuff going on here. And that's all automated to order, right? So I can come in here and I can say, I want, if I want sausage and bacon pizza, which is delicious, right? I can hit a button here and ingredients will pop up over this way. Yep, there they go. Places the ingredients. Comes through here to cook. Which does take a hot minute because, you know, you can't rush good pizza, right? Have you ever tried to rush good pizza? Never works out well. But then it comes out and you get slicey. So all sorts of fun stuff. I'm one of those people, I love doing automation. I like doing, what's the pineapple policy? Sadly, pineapples don't exist in this world. So as much as I would like to give you the option to pineapple your pizza, kind of out of luck. But, oops, bouncy. But yes, as much as I would like to, you know, I said I'd like to do redstone and stuff. And Create Mod lets me play with the automation in a crazy way. So this is the sandwich shop. We've got a donut shop over here, which you can get all sorts of fun stuff, right? You can get donut holes or regular donuts or filled donuts, right? So if you want apple cream filled donuts or caramel cream filled donuts or just powdered donut holes, you know, we can do all the things over here. And apparently, melon cream glazed chocolate donuts give you comfort and regeneration for 3 minutes. So donuts are good for you. And don't let anybody tell you differently. Donuts, they're good for you. You know, I don't care what my doctor says. Donuts, they're the way to go. They're the food of the future. Totally. Anyway. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff. This shop makes, train. Oh yes, the under thing is, so yeah, so there's all of the chocolate. This is cool. So if you're into doing all of the automation, and my really, I thought the Cybertruck looked bad, but yeah. If you wanted to see, this is what the automation looks like. Hang on, I must eat. Now you want Timmy's? Fair. 100% fair. Like, this whole factory here, this is what makes the donuts. Or actually, this is what does the chocolate. But I also use it for donut filling. Right, so I feed chocolate out of here. And it gets fed into all of these machines. Right, here I get sweet berries for berries. I get caramel. Right, so because caramel-filled things are just delicious. And, you know, it's all sorts of crazy and fun. And so if you've played Satisfactory, Create Mod very much falls into that same sort of vibe, right? And so yeah, so this leads to my chocolate. This side leads to donuts. And it's just very cool to see as this all goes. And it also has, Create Mod adds wireless redstone, which makes all of this so much easier. I know Tango, when he was Tango and Zed and I think Corrales, I think Scar was on it for a while. They had that short-lived Create Mod world. Oh man, Tango was doing some cool stuff with the wireless redstone. But one of my favorite things is, well, I like the trains. The trains are fun. This barn, I've got growing crops. So let me free cam in here for a minute. So there's harvesters. These things will just go around and automatically harvest and replant your crops for you, which is very cool. And yeah, this one is the totally humane meat factory, where I use a train to pick up wheat from the farm over there. Wheat and carrots and stuff. And I feed it to animals until they explode. Because, yes, I believe in being kind to animals and stuff. No, so I just use entity cramming to kill the animals and get their drops. And that feeds all into all of these things here so that trains can come by and pick it up. So yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. I love Create Mod. So Shay says, Create is intriguing. Definitely. So taking baby steps back and exploring 1.12. Awesome. But yeah, so we kill them with kindness. And what's cool, right, all of these trains, you can send them through portals. So I've got trains, you'll occasionally see one that goes through the nether portal that goes out to my guardian farm to pick up fish. So, you know, it's all sorts of fun. I love the automation, but I've been doing a lot of that lately. So today we detail. And that's going to be its own special breed of fun. For those of you who are extra curious, I am, let me just drop the command. I have a mod pack out that's all the mods I'm using in this world. It's not the latest version of Create, which dropped just a month or so back. But if you're curious about the mods I'm using here, that link will take you to the mod pack. But let's see. So anyway, so I'm fountaining. That's the thing. I'm fountaining, and I'm apparently doing it with odd numbers of blocks because that makes sense or something. Actually, you know what I might do? Let's see. Yeah, and over there is a burger factory. Yeah. All right, so maybe I do want to widen this out. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I have big cannons for express deliveries? No, not in this world. This world I've got trains. But you can do fun stuff with belts and pipes though. If you want to run that stuff. Now they actually do have a cool thing. They've got a schematic cannon, which you can create a build in Create Mod, capture it, and then feed it to a schematic cannon with all of the items. Like you surround it with shulker boxes and stuff, and it will just build your build for you, which is kind of fun. Yeah. And so I did that. I had a previous Create Mod world. I had the same sort of, I had like 3 different factory module designs that I used for either crushing things or just whatever, because Create Mod does lots of good stuff, right? And so I would use the schematic cannon just to, oh, we need to build the next module. And so I would have that fire off and build the next module. So crushing wheels are cool. Like I can come over here. Let me show you my tree farm. So you can see some of the fun stuff. Fly through the windmill. Okay. Good, it's not glitching today. Except for my mangrove farm, which is still, I have to restart. But yeah, I've got these guys set to automatically harvest wood. Right? So so you can do all sorts of different things. And I had a slightly different design because I had it doing harvesting the wood, stripping it, creating planks, and just automating all of that nonsense. And so I just had a standard module that I used for all of that. So yeah, all sorts of fun. I love it. I love Create Mod. See, I like vanilla Minecraft. I really do. And Create, yes, obviously this is modded. I've got trains and I've got windmills and all of this stuff. But it still feels very, very much like it could be vanilla, right? I've had some really big, like, you just enjoy doing all the grindy work? That's fair. But no, I like all of Create Mod, and it's because it feels vanilla, right? I don't feel like I'm totally out of place. Like I've played some of those bigger mod packs, like I think Ocean Block was the last one I did, that had things like the Tinker's Construct and stuff like that. And it's like, why can't I make an iron pickaxe? This just seems silly, you know? It was just weird. So yeah. So I like the more vanilla feel while still getting to build windmills and trains and all that cool stuff. All right, anyway, I was shaping out this thing. So I'm not going to be using stone bricks here, but I'll have some sort of slabby goodness. We'll keep all of this at that same level. So we can do some fun stuff here. And what do I want to do for the middle of this thing? Oh, we've got so much stuff going on here. Right, so, and again, it's always good to build your water feature above your redstone because, you know, soggy redstone is the best redstone. So let's see. So what do I want to do for this? I think I'm leaning into the stone or cobblestone. I might actually turn this into stone brick, but I'm kind of liking the cobble at the moment. Let's see. The stupid jetpack. I love this jetpack. This backpack jetpack thing from Create Storage. But standing on a bed, you get like the espresso jitters. Like you just stand on this thing. It's like, I gotta go. Yeah. And that gets a little awkward. Okay, anyway, what do I want this to look like? Let's come up. I may just go fairly minimal with this, if I'm going to be honest with you. We'll get some, get something under there with the water, but I may just go kind of like, no. Ohana means family. And family means you put blocks in the right place. Let's see. I don't have water buckets on me. That's fine. I have buckets on me, so go find some water here. Because, you know, why would I ever want to have water when building a fountain? None of this makes sense. None of it. Okay. Where am I going? Water. Actually, this would be the fastest place to get water. Let's head down here under the McBurger Hut, and where you can also get chicken sandwiches. Okay. And yeah, I buried a thing. You know, this is one of the first farms I built over here. This is an obsidian farm. You get obsidian, but then it also grinds it out so that I can get these sturdy sheets, which you use in trains and stuff. Can I make a fountain with flying fish? I think it's going to be a little small. Because of what I'm looking at. Because I'm looking at just this little space here. And that is definitely a tiny place to be putting stuff. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to... I mean, I could come underneath it, right? If I were to put soul sand or something down here, and I could dispense dead... I could dispense, like, dead fish, right? Right? You know, like, just the cod items, right? And just drop them into a bubble column and shoot them up, right? And do a fish fountain. Totally a thing. Okay, let's, at the very least, let's get a water source going here. Yeah, I had that accidentally. I don't know if any of you remember, was it, I forgot, was it season 8 of Hermitcraft? I maybe been who may have been Cub who showed it, but fish would spawn in bubble columns. And so a lot of people, they had bubble elevators for various reasons, and you just have fish bouncing on top of the bubble columns. Lapis could be all right. Yeah, you could do lapis too. Well, let's figure out what the fountain is going to look like, and then we'll figure out a couple of other things. I want to get cheaty with my block placement here. Okay. So what I want to do, I think, is let's take some water and we're going to run it back that way, okay? Which I think this is going to give us a nice... Nope. I mean, kind of, but no, I liked having that gap between those. So I'm definitely going to have to stick something up there. I don't know what, but... We're definitely going to have some sort of blocky goodness there. Now, obviously, I want to change out the bottom here, but I'm one of those people, I like to start boring, okay? If I had one building tip that I have for everybody, start boring, detail later, okay? Because then you don't want to spend all this time detailing and then rip it out because you want to change the shape of your build. So, yeah. Now, I will admit, a lot of times my buildings don't get out of the boring phase. but no, start boring, and then we'll start dealing with some other things here. But I have a lot of fish. I could totally... do a random fish dispenser. Okay, so if that slides up this way, Actually, soul sand, if I were to put some soul sand and some mud at the bottom of this, I think that might look pretty good. Right, if I were to take that. Do I actually have a random water bottle on me? I do not. Oh, I do have some random glass on me, though, so. You know, I hear people talk about how backpacks would solve the Minecraft inventory problem, and they could, but for me, it just means I have more space to lose items in, okay? My inventory is bad enough as it is, but then adding all of this to it. Yeah. Yeah. Bottles. There we go. All right. So step number, the first one. Let's, oh, that's grass. Okay. So we'll have to change that out in a bit, but. All right. You know, I really should go underneath and waterproof my redstone. That would make some sense, you know? Oh, actually, you know what would look really cool? Which would look really cool. Do I have glowstone on me? I hate glowstone, but this is one of those times where glowstone does something cool. Because one of the mods I'm using allows you to do glowstone slabs. This is from Macaw's Lights and Lamps. And glowstone slabs would be really cool under here. On the other hand, maybe just what I want to do. I could just slap some frog lights under there too and put some light under it that way. I mean, you know, for reasons and stuff. Alright, give me a hand for the cobblestone room. Right, and out. Nope. Fine. We'll just hope for the best, right? Here, we'll let that sit there for a minute. All right. So that's gonna go do a thing. We'll get some soul sand, which I don't have, but I have a factory for it, so we'll get it here relatively soon. Okay. And then, what fun and excitement is going to happen after this? Ooh, I wonder. Actually, you know what would be really cool? Would be end rods. But end rods and water do not play well together. Okay, so if I put that there, so we'll waterlog that fence. I have to replace that block with something that the water will not waterlog. And I don't know what that is, but not... What if we used... We could use gold. Or a sea lantern. Sea lantern would be fun. I don't know that I have any sea lanterns. I know I don't have any on me. Oh, no, I do. Look at all the sea lanterns I have on me. Because somebody thought maybe he was going to use a lot of sea lanterns in the last build, and then he was wrong. I don't know who that person could possibly have been, but... Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's slick. Yeah, because I was thinking of using a lot of sea lanterns over here in my ice cream shop. But the ice cream shop ended up going in a different direction. All right, I went with this... the sort of orange and blue and brown sort of feel. So the sea lanterns didn't quite fit with my lighting the way I would have liked. So I ended up not using them. So we'll keep the sea lanterns going over here. It's going to be great and fun here. So that'll go. Yeah, all right, y'all have talked me into it. Doesn't take a lot to talk me into silly ideas. That merry-go-round over there is a chat suggestion, so you know, it happens. Okay, I've got droppers. Dropper would be good. Yep, so I'm gonna I'm going to have to get underneath here and do some stuff. So yes, so that it stays nice and safe and I don't pour water all over my ordering system. But we will do that in a moment. Let's... Oh yeah, this big mess in here. This is the chocolate factory. Willy Wonka was wrong about Oompa Loompas. And I'm going to come through here too so you can see one of my early trains. But got a steam engine going on here too. So, yeah. Secondhand stress. Yeah, we'll keep it safe here. This little factory gives me all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, no, oops, not that door. We'll keep the redstone safe. I am definitely not looking forward to having to replace redstone. So, soul sand here. Okay. Actually, I think I've got a lot of soul sand back in my sorting system over there somewhere. But yeah, this is all cool. Because with this whole system, I get soul sand and stone and a little bit of iron and some terracotta. Right? All of this good stuff. Gold. You know, for those rare times I need gold. So, yeah. Nice little factory action going on here. All right, so we're going to get this, and is there anything else I wanted to get while I was here? Probably that I'll totally forget it. 100% forget it. But, that's okay. That's okay. So let's head underneath here, and let's give myself a little bit of waterproofing, okay? All right, so the good news is I can now see where all the mud is. Okay, so that's great. So we're going to come in right under here. And we're just going to slide this way. Okay. And, oh, I thought I had that muted. Sorry. Something beeped at me, and I'm surprised that Discord had all the things. Anyway. Hey, no worries, no worries. It was definitely something weird. I do have it muted. I don't know what's going on. My system is just weird. My quotes broke, of course, that at least I have an excuse, because I just switched to StreamerBot for my streams, and it's fun and awesome and stuff, but I'm still getting some of that stuff figured out. Apparently I needed more cobblestone. Oops. All right, buttons. Button. Who got the button? Concrete powder. That would be perfect. All right, fine. We'll just use stone. All of my smooth stone I turned into slabs, so it's okay. Will be fine. Will be fine. It's gonna be great. All right. Back. That's right. I just leave those notifications turned on so that the rest of you can get desperately confused when Discord beeps at you. You know, that's totally how this works. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I can't get out. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, fine. Just put a slab there. That'll keep things nice. All right, so this can come out now, and we can mud that up. Perfect. Okay. So now what I should be able to do, well, I've been experimenting a little bit on some window placement and things so I can see, because I am multi-streaming. For those of you who are new, I stream on Twitch and YouTube at Music Free Gaming on, obviously, both of those. And it's great and all, but trying to be able to see everything that's going on is just a little weird, so Yeah. Oh no, I totally trust this slab because if this water would fall straight down and would hit this, and you have to intentionally waterlog a slab or have other waterlogged things. So I was going to use a trap door, but hey, we're good with this. Okay. So what I want to do today is take my dropper, which is going to have to go like that. Okay. Okay, so the dropper's going to go there. Now, if we swing back up top here for a minute, yeah, you can see we've got bubble column stuff happening. So stuff that's going to end up there is going to bounce out, right? So this is going to be fun. We're definitely going to have all the things going all the places. And the mud should probably not go in my technical box. All right, so that's going to go do a thing. Now, how do we want to do this? Okay. Because we're going to want, I'm going to randomize all of this nonsense. Oops. Hang on. I'm going to break my neck or something. Redstone. I got to clean out some of my inventory so I have room to do stuff. All right. Cool. So let's sit down here and let's figure out a little bit of redstone action. So we can do a couple of things here. Okay. If I want to trigger that dropper. And I think probably what I want to do is land on this block because I have skills. All right. I think probably... Oh, actually, you know what might be good? Let's just get a dropper randomizer thing. Right? Because this is totally a thing that exists. Dropper. Yeah, we'll figure out a little bit of something here. So, and let's build this out. Actually, looks like I've got more space this way, so we'll build out this way. Stone, limestone. That's concrete powder because there's just too much gray. It's just everything is gray. I'm not going to build this on dirt because that would be silly. Put redstone on dirt. What a silly thing to do. All right. We're just going to turn that into stone bricks. Okay. Let's go this way a little bit and see what we can do with this. Now, I don't think it's going to be really hyper crazy here, okay? At least that's the idea. Yeah, redstone on dirt is at least here I would know this is obviously something I've built. It's not like I've just set it on the grass out here. Like, you know, that redstone. Okay, so I think what I want to do. Okay, so let's take this out. At least now if we get water breaking through here, it'll flood that way and we should be mostly okay. Right? Right. You know, I get that, Snoopers. Sometimes bravery comes in all forms, and today bravery comes in doing redstone on stream, which actually is not that unusual for me because I do redstone on stream all the time. I also will place things wrong all the time. Okay. So we're going to take this out this way, and let's... Actually, you know what? Not that. Let's grab... I was going to grab a comparator, but I seem to be out of comparators. Did I put them in the wrong place? I don't have comparators. Well, cheese monkeys. That's not what I... All right. All right. Sorry, we have to take a brief detour. And I was not expecting to redstone today. You know, it's... I was just going to be out, you know, we're going to plant grass and we're going to, you know, put in picnic tables and things. Redstone was not a thing that was on my list of things to do. All right. We've got that. We've got stone. I think we've got sticks. We've got some redstone. All right. I think that's all I'm going to need. If not, we'll be back. But today we shall have the redstone. It will be great redstone. It will be the best redstone ever. It is full of the reds and the stones. And that is what makes good redstone. Is the reds and the stones. Also, I should actually maybe craft up the comparators because that would make some semblance of sense. Okay. Oh, I should also probably get a little dust as well, huh? Okay. Stone. Righto. All right, so we'll grab some comparators. It's going to be great. We shall do the thing. Sadly, no. Right. Thank you for doing things. The story behind the spider painting? Yeah. It seemed like a reasonable painting to put on the side of a building. That's the story. I don't know. It's just one of... This is just one of Minecraft's random paintings, I think. I think it's a Commander Keen reference, but... Yeah, search me. But see, I figured... This building has a little bit of, like... I put some paintings and stuff around the outside of this. Let's not get hit by Mario over there. And it's just sort of the... Oh, it's just the waybills and things, right? Graffiti and advertising and other stuff you'd see on the side of buildings and stuff. So that's why it's there. So, yeah. Yep, so that's all it is. I've just got... Just gives that sort of vibe. It would be cool if I had some more of the new Minecraft paintings, but I'm not up with that version to be able to do that yet. I think this is officially 121.1. But, yeah, anyway. So we've got all this good stuff. So we are going to so that's going to go that way. And obviously, if I'm going to be comparing, we're going to compare against a thing. So let's dropper and hopper. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. So let's test this. Here, we'll throw a torch in there. And do I happen to have a... I have button makings. Close enough. All right. Okay. I think I heard that go clicky clicky. And... Do I need to change that to a dispenser? I might need a dispenser for that instead of a dropper. Okay, but it did fire. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's hit the button again. So what I'm going to have to do is... I have to put solid blocks all around this. Right? I don't know if I can get away with just doing it on the four sides. Excuse me. So, yeah, what'll happen if you dispense into a block, it will, the item will sort of work its way up. Hey, Amanda, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Chat convinced me to do something silly. And so, of course, I'm doing something silly. Chat is a bad influence. Okay. So we hit that. I don't see torches around there. Yeah, I think a dropper can do it. It said it should. That's old school item elevator things. Oh yeah, no, it's not like you all talked me into the merry-go-round last last stream, which now has an attendant. So, you know, this is what I was going to do today, and some more detailing. But no, chat convinced me that now I need to come in here with something. And where did that torch go? Oh, there it is. It did sort of leak around the side. No, chat convinced me I need to have a fountain with stuff coming out of it. So we are stuffing our fountain. Okay. Oops. Of course, I can't. This is going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to fill it and then never fill it again. Okay. All right. Free cam up. Did it make it or did it squeeze out? I don't know. I watched Tango. Oh, yeah. It squeezed out the side. That darn. Darn. Okay. How did that happen? Because I remember Tango did a bunch of this stuff with decked out, right? I know, right? I got totally talked into doing things. All right, so where is that torch? Okay, right, you can see it there. It's trying to yeah, it might just be because the soul sand is too, I don't know. Is it because it's not a full block? I don't know. I watched Tango do this all sorts of all over the place with decked out. Sorry, my mind has stopped working and therefore my mouth is just right off in the middle of nowhere. But he might have been using dispensers instead of droppers. So let's see. I do actually have string on me. How weird. I don't know why I have string on me, but I do. So let's craft an actual dispenser. Also, I'm out of cobblestone, so that's not going to be great. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Something like that. All right. All right, let's get my non-silk. Come on. I can click on things. There we go. I can't click on things. It's a thing. Clicking is hard. It's so hard. Okay, dispenser. There we go. All right, let's see if I can make this happen. All right, so this will come out. Okay. All right, and oops, because my inventory is so tidy. All right, dispenser goes thusly. Slap a torch in there. Go and lock that in. And now we have yep, it's just not going up into the block. That is so weird. How did that work in decked out? Actually, you know what it could be? Oh, I bet it's the mud. I bet it's the mud. Because the mud also has a lower, it's not a full block, right? Mud is if you stand on it, it's like soul sand, right? You get, yeah, right? So you get soul sand, and I think I put the mud in a box, but like if you look at, hang on, I can totally play in F5 mode, right? And then, nope, I can't. F5 mode is hard. Okay. But you kind of see how I drop down a little bit? Okay. Mud is the same way. You sort of sink into it. I bet that's what it is. Okay. So mud is not going to be the block to use. I still have some rich soil. I have some brown terracotta. That might be a thing. All right. let's get at least mildly safety conscious here, okay? Because I am, in fact, building all of this water over redstone, let's suck up the water. Hi. You, and maybe you again. Okay? Okay. Oh, hi, look who made infinite water sources. Okay, we'll just put that back. And, okay. No, this is gonna be fine. I suppose this is the part where I actually sit and think about what block I actually want on the bottom of this. But I think the brown terracotta is gonna be okay, so. All right. How silly. Your old fear, quicksand. Yes. All right. Let's see if I can do this without pouring too much water on my head. Okay. Okay, we got it. We're getting there. Raindrops may be falling on my head, but not on my redstone. That's the important thing here, okay? Raindrops are falling on my redstone. Okay, we should be good. All right, so let's try this and see what happens. That should trigger. And aha! It was 100% the mud. Sweet, and now we have a bouncy torch. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Oh, yes, this is going to be perfect. Okay. So, let's sleep. All right, we got it. It was the mud. All right. Silly muds. All right, so what we'll do... So, okay, so the good news is this part works. And the dispenser works, right? Wee-hee. Backpack of joy. All right, so whatever we put in here, and so we could throw in lapis. I think that was suggested earlier. We could throw in some... I'm going to throw in some dead fish. We are 100% having fish jumping out of this fountain.
We jumped out a window.
Yes. Yes, we did. Okay. So yeah, so that's going to be a thing. And, oh, so much fun. All right, so we now have our timer here. So what I'm going to do, let's pull that out, is we'll have this timer go off semi-regularly, okay? Do I have a pulse extender? Or, yeah, not an extender, delay. Yeah, it's a thing. Is it a wishing well? No, but that is actually a really good idea. That is a really good idea. Maybe not for this world, but going forward. Okay, that's a toggle latch, which is not what I'm looking for. So there is a... Oops, I think they call it pulse. Yes, a pulse repeater. And there's a pulse extender, right? So these things basically say, hey, I want this pulse to go for a really long time, and really think. So Amanda, you weren't here for it. Over on Tinker World. Oh, time to make donuts, Snoopers? Nice. Over on the Tinker World, which is a vanilla SMP, I built an auto furnace where you just threw stuff in a statue. You gave it to Bernie, and it went down into the furnace. I could absolutely do that with a sorting system. That is 100% a thing I could do. And I kind of like that idea. I will throw that in the back of my mind for my next vanilla world. Yeah, well, it was a stone idol, but yeah, and then it would come through and out, and then Chester would have the output. It was actually a fun little system. I liked it. Anyway, so if I want to craft one of these, you know, I could just do a hopper clock, which would be fine too. Okay. That's fine. We'll do a hopper clock and we'll do a timer. So basically what I'm going to do here is we're going to compare off of this. But what I want to do is we'll put one water bottle in, and then so about 1 every 9 times something will spit up out of this fountain. Okay? You got the backup for that world? Okay, nice. All right, so we'll just... Okay, close enough. So now what I need to do is... I'm going to have to get a comparator output off of this guy. Oops, no, this guy. And, oh, I'm going to need a lectern. All right. Lectern with a book, because I don't have the vanilla crafters here in this world, so I have to do it the slightly more complicated way. All right, but we'll compare off of this, and whatever that signal is, we'll figure that out. Okay. Right. So let's head back into the workshop, and we'll get some stuff put together. Okay. I think I have ink sacks. We may have to go find a squid. I also am not 100% sure I have... Actually, I probably do have feathers. I think I'm saving feathers over in the meat plant. Okay. Oh, look, feathers. Perfect. That's lovely. Yeah, this is just all the stuff. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ink. Perfect. Yeah, because I just have a bunch of stuff these are going in my overflow. It's just not into the sorting system. All right, so to craft a lectern, what is it? I don't craft these lectern. I don't craft these often enough. Okay, bookshelves plus wood slabs. Shiny.
We can do it. Misa has good stuff. Misa can craft lots of things.
Okay, turns out Jar Jar Binks and Stitch, basically the same voice. Also, Smeagol. Alright, wrong ones. There we go. Shelf. I have those are trapdoors. Cool. Slabby. Okay, there we go. 4. Cool. That'll work. Alright, lectern. And then I think I forgot. How do you book and quill? I don't... It's not something I do often. Book plus ink plus feather. Okay, cool. All right, do I have extra books here? I don't. That's fine. I have books somewhere, but we'll just break this apart and call that good. All right. So, book and quill. Oh, it's not shaped. Awesome. Inventories are cool when you use them appropriately. All right, let's throw those books in there. Since I'm down here, I've got an XP farm. I have a blaze farm because in Create Mod, you can move spawners. So I have some blaze spawners that I brought into the overworld. And these guys will drop blaze down and will get killed by a sword over here. And all of that lovely XP, you can hear, here they come. Right, all of that XP goes into a tank over here. And so I can just throw my tools, like, yeah, like my pickaxe here. I can just throw it through here, and it will come back mended, which is awesome. Or, I just set these up. You can just throw a tool in here, and it will put all of the, whichever set of enchantments on, and it will auto-enchant. Because that was a thing I needed to do, apparently. I actually needed it for, I have an ice farm, but ice you need silk touch to break. So I have a bunch of deployers wielding pickaxes, wielding silk touch pickaxes so that I can get ice for my ice cream shop. It's silly. Oh, also I am under here somewhere, aren't I? Yes, here we go. All right, so we've got ourselves a dispenser with whatever we're going to dispense. We've got a lectern, which will go here. All right. And now we get our book. Get the old school. All right. 15. All right. So, and then this goes to, I think, subtract mode. All right. So this guy. All right. So what I want to do is let's lock this for a minute. And so if I take this water bottle. All right. Hang on. Sure, I see what's going on. Okay. All right. So basically, I need to figure out where the threshold is, because I don't know. Let's do this. Redstone. Placing redstone. All right, so that's power 2. All right. So it would be power 3 coming out of this. Okay. And then if I just put a regular item, that's nothing. All right. So I think this really just, we'll set that up to page 2. All right. I think this is going to work then. All right. So let's go ahead and put our happy little block back. Okay. Take that out. All right. So now what should happen? Oh, let's throw something in there. Mud. Hey, mud seems like a reasonable thing to throw in there. Also, I'm going to sleep because I'm not quite as obsessive about it as some people. I am a little obsessive about sleeping. It's a thing. It's totally a thing. Okay. All right. So basically, we've got 9 items in here. Here. So, all right. So that. Okay. So that went. Honestly, I don't know if that. Here, let's take the water bottle out. Okay. So this should go, and we'll see if we get. Okay. We've got 13 items in there. Still 13 items. Okay. So nothing happens there. But if I were to put the water bottle in, right? If I throw the water bottle in, okay, it goes. So we're set. So 1 in 9 times, it will dispense something out of that dispenser up into our fountain. Okay. Okay, and that's great. So now we will have randomly just items popping up here. Now, what do we have randomly pop up, you ask? Well, I think what we're going to have randomly pop up is not mud. It's going to be fish. Okay? You may not get what you wish for, unless you wish for fish. And then you wave your hand with a big swish swish, and you get fish right on your dish. I read that book way too often, I'll tell you. That was from Dr. Seuss. Oh, The Things You Can Think, I think. is what it is. Yes, I am Ish. This is what my Ish wish dish. And you know, for what I wish appears on my dish. And I wave my hand with a big swish swish. And I say I wish for a fish. You know what would be really handy? Do I have an empty storage box? I do. Okay. Oh, it's one fish, two fish? Thank you. Yeah. All right. What do you think? Should we take the sports car or the RV? See, this is one of the cool things you can do with trains. So right now, this train is parked. And so I can come here and it's an actual base. I can sleep in it. I've got an auto furnace. I've got all of the stuff I would need to build stuff away from home. But today, I think, because I haven't done it often, let's take the car. Okay, we are mobile. Wonderful. So let's hop in here. Okay. And let's set a schedule. Okay. Okay. We're not going to go parking. Let's set a schedule to someplace else. We are going to go to I need to go to the Guardian base. We'll be fine. Okay. And go. And we're off. The garage door closed behind me. Oh yeah, to see, this is fun, right? Actually, I set up a bunch of these for places, right? Because I do have I'm up on the nether roof, and I have set up a, nether hub, that type of thing, right? Well, hub. I'm up on the nether roof. Let's just call it that. But it's a pain to get places, and I forget where I'm going and all of that stuff. So I just set train stations at places. Like there's a swamp where I got my frogs. My froglet farm's out here somewhere. It's off that way, I think. And yeah, unfortunately, I think we are going to be a little bit out of the way. Turns out I put my portal in the wrong place. That was lovely. Okay. And here we go. Ta-da! All right, now because, yep, like I said, it's a little bit out of the way, but got my, wow, cheese monkeys. All right, fine. The jetpack only works up to about 30 blocks from the ground, so if you're more than that, you no work no more. He's like my old car. It no work no more. Okay. It's not the most effective or efficient Guardian farm on Earth, but it works. Ah, jeez. All right. You know what? Fine. Fine. We'll just... Oh, hang on. I have my diving boots on. This was going to be quick and easy, but no. I had to go do something silly. All right, see if I can actually get out of the water. All right, there we go. And okay, hi. So, for those of you new to the stream, welcome. Also, I'm bad at Minecraft. How are you? I've only been playing it for 9 years. You think one of these days I'd actually get good at it? Anyway, yeah, all the guardians get dropped into powdered snow and onto belts, and the fish cometh this way, and all of the prismarine and stuff goes this way. Well, if I'd stop burying towns, yeah. Yep, you see all this? See, that's crafting up prismarine. They're in the background. We're smashing out prismarine blocks. And, all the things, right? I know. I did just show chat what a monster I am. I did. It's a thing. All right, so let's grab the backpack. Grab a storage box, which will go here. No, that's almost where I want it to go. It's a good place for it, but I think there's a better place. Okay. That goes there. That'll go there. And now, oh, of course, all of my... I have andesite. I think I have kelp. You like the sound of the Guardians in the snow? Yeah, that is kind of fun. I left all of my create goodies. I do have kelp, right? I do have kelp. Okay, perfect. We'll make it happen. Oh, right there. Wonderful. That's the wrong box. It is like a slow heartbeat. That's true. Okay. Jeez. I'm good. All the clicking on things, we are totally set for that. So much clicky, chat. All right. And just say, there we go. Just grab one of these real quick. And go. All right. We'll just load up a little bit of, just load a little bit of fish in there. It'll be great. All right. That's probably enough fish. Oops. Yeah, that's enough fish. Stop. Okay. Cool. And we'll grab that and get rid of that, because I would like this to stay at least relatively spawn-proof, eh? So, sweet. So yeah, we now have plenty of fish. Oh yeah, 20-something stacks of fish. We're good. All right, so let's get back to the car, and we'll head in. Okay. Oops, this is the wrong seat. I ended up in the back seat. Okay, I mean, not that I couldn't ride in the back seat, mind you, but it's just, it's not where I wanted to be. Okay, so, all right, we are going back to the car parking. All right, that is the right one. Yep, there we go. That away, and we are off. Okay. So yes, we will definitely have all the fish. Oh, it'll be great. Okay, and here we go. Yep, pass all the Guardians. They'll do fun Guardian things. And hopefully I don't actually end up running into another train, because I don't know that I have traffic control set up appropriately here. But yes, we are definitely going to have ourselves a dead fish fountain, and it's going to be great. Because, yeah, that's just apparently what we... Whoa, going down. To the fish popped out, already cooked into stick form. Not so much. Okay, now unfortunately, I have to come into parking from the other side, so we'll cut through the garage door. Of course, now that I've rearranged the track, I suppose I could put it the other way. But anyway. Yeah, cat feeder? You're not wrong. Okay. Yeah. Who can catch Clyde? Do any of you remember, or any of you old like me, right? Did you remember the old show Garfield and Friends? Right? Do you remember that cartoon? It was obviously it was Garfield, and surprisingly enough, his friends. There was a fake game show. You watch it every Saturday? Yeah, man, it was great. I thought it was funny because they had the same actor doing the voice of Garfield and the voice of Peter Venkman in the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Oh yeah, my Saturday mornings were filled with, I forgot what that guy's name is. But anyway, There was a fake game show that was on Garfield and Friends. It was Name That Fish. Oh, you can't go making donuts because of cats. That's fair. Yeah. Turns out that's the only voice he could do. He couldn't do any other voices at all. That's just, it wasn't like Rob Paulson who could do like a zillion different voices. No, he really only had the one voice. Okay. Oh, we have so much fish. Okay. All right, so we now have fish. You know what? Let me go see. Maybe I've got a... Let's see. Do I happen to have a... Oh, I do have a passer. Perfect. Okay. Oh, Cat Susie. Okay. Yeah. Or there's the guy... Oh, darn it. I don't remember the guy's name. He played the brother in Everybody Loves Raymond. And he played one of the ruffians in Tangled. But yeah, same thing. He only has like one voice. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this is a passer. This is a horizontal hopper. So I'm basically just going to feed fish out of this into the dispenser here. The elephant on one Saturday morning. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to set up a little timer here. And I'm also going to lock it so it only happens during the day, but this should be fairly straightforward. Right. Redstone box is right there. All right. Yep, right there. Right there. Oh, I must have them in my inventory already. Cool. Oh, Captain Caveman was the bomb. Oh, I loved Captain Caveman. I was all about Captain Caveman. All right, so yeah, we'll just do it this way. Bill Fagerbaki? Oh, he has a real voice, right? Oh, we got stuff doing everything in that guy's... Okay, that's fair. You know, some of us... Yeah, some of us are older than dirt, and some of us are not quite dirt-aged. Yeah, it was... block, thank you. Just need one. I think my mouse is starting to freak out again. I'm not looking forward to that because I don't think I can afford to replace it. Yes, some of us. Yeah, we're definitely a thing. Okay, let me see. Oh, I do have some sticky pistons. Perfect. Okay. We are gonna go this way. I usually build the etho hopper clock on top of the hoppers. This one will go on the side just for space reasons. Assuming I remember how to do it. Like, for example, I believe that's right. And, oh, you know what would also be awesome? Having more comparators. Okay. This one, you know, yeah. Well, yeah, the etho hopper clock, once you figure it out, it's fairly straightforward. I just always forget how it works. And I typically build it horizontals, or build them on top, so yeah. So we'll see how well I remember. Okay. And this guy, I think we're going to do... It can be long. I'm okay with it being a long clock. All right, so that's not right. Okay. So let me see if I remember this correctly. So these guys go there. Yep. Do not jetpack with a low ceiling. It's bad for you. Okay. With then a block behind it and a block behind it. And I believe... Was it just dust or do I have to... Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah, I think this is how this works. Okay. And, yeah. Do you remember the bunny rabbits is coming? Wow, I don't remember that one. Okay, stream joke. How many hipsters does it take to change a light bulb? Oh, it's a really obscure number. You've probably never heard of it. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, so this is almost out. Okay. Let this go. Okay, hey, I built it correctly. What do you know? I was thinking that if we had internet in the 80s, the bunny rabbits is coming would have been the biggest meme. Probably right. Okay. So, the next thing we're going to do, and I may have to go back and get... okay, this is going to be on receive. Remember what I said about wireless redstone? We are going to be abusing that today, and it's going to be great. All right, so... However, we should have, or possibly will have, every once in a while, a fish pop up during the day. All right, I need... Okay, let's head over to my daylight clock. Okay, somewhere over here, I set up a daylight sensor with a redstone signal. And yeah, right here. So let's just hop under here and we will copy. Right, that is, I did copy. Okay, good. All right. I like this flagstone stuff. It's really cool. All right. So we'll paste that over here where we need it, but I think I actually have that set so it's... Yeah, so this should be fine. All right, so where's my clipboard? All right. Left button to paste. That actually is a lie because I use my mouse left-handed, so... those are actually flipped. But what this means is that at night, this should turn on. We'll lock this so it won't run it during the night. Okay. All right. Your town never runs out of places you haven't seen. Yeah, it's I've been working on it for a little while. So it's nice. I like it. Just hang on. Okay, there's my sandwich. Hi. I must BLT because BLTs are fun. All right, so I think we're now set. So it's a slow clock. It's not going to go very often. In fact, I might make it a little bit longer here. But, okay, let's go and put all my redstone stuff away. Woohoo. All right, and we are still spawn proof. Okay, yep. And just to make things a little bit nicer, block those. All right. How did that get locked? What? Okay, so I do have an item in there, but why? What's locking this hopper? I don't know, but now I'm not happy about it. I don't think there's anything locking this hopper. It should just be there. Let's go ahead and take out some... Oh, is it? It's getting power from that. Ah, I think that's what's happening. So we're powering the dropper so it's the dropper is strongly powered. This is weakly powered. So the hopper is now locked. Awesome. Right, if I pop that off, now we're there. Well, cheese monkeys. All right, we'll do it this way. No, this is fine. We'll just, hi. I would like to place this in the right place, please. Thank you. All right. So that should work. At least that's the... Speaking of things working, gravity works. So what's the second dispenser do? So what I'm doing, so this one obviously will spit fish up. This is a randomizer. So I'm actually wearing my Cheese Monkeys t-shirt today even too. You know, so if you're into random merch, you can get that. So this is a randomizer. So one time out of every 9, a water bottle will end up in this hopper. The rest of the time, it's going to be one of these other things. And when the water bottle's here, the signal will be strong enough to trigger the dispenser. Yep, so we have a hopper clock and a randomizer, and it's nighttime, so everything should basically stop. Yes. We're not talking about roosters here, Snoopers. It's a hopper clock. But no, yeah. So yeah. Nah, Cheese Monkeys, it's just a thing. I just started saying it one day, and it sort of stuck. So, yeah. Because I don't swear, right? I'm one of those guys who's family friendly and doesn't swear. And every once in a while, I need an expletive of some sort. So, Cheese Monkeys. I think I went through squirrel nuggets at one point, and, you know. You'd rather hear Cheese Monkeys than bruh, bro, bruh all the time? That's fair. Yeah, okay, so we got this going. So, yeah, so now, in theory... Okay. Oh, yeah, Carp, the ice cream parlor is done. All right, so we'll let this... Actually, what I'm going to do, let's give this a second. So that'll pop out. Okay. Did we... That might have been so fast that... that might have just been too fast for this to pick up. All right, we'll have to look at that. But yeah, the ice cream parlor is done. We've got this happy merry-go-round happening out here. We've got we'll rename some of the fish to carp. Yeah. Yes. So we've got the Amanda go-round, since it was Amanda's idea. So we got that going. Nope. The Iron Golem is the ticket taker. He's here to be sure that you have a ticket, or at least are not a zombie. You know. Unfortunately, I think the llama despawned. It was a wandering trader llama, and I didn't hop on it to make it like me. Because apparently that is the way to make people like you, is you just hop on them and ride them for a while, and eventually they just love you. Because that's just how it goes, right? That's totally how it goes. Anyway. Yes, so yeah, these villagers, they're going to spin forever. But that's okay, right? And the cow. Yeah. But at least you can come in here and you can get some ice cream. Right? We can just get some chocolate ice cream. Right? And we can watch the villagers, and it's great. Absolutely. Yeah, who could ride the longest without throwing up? Well, the cow has 4 stomachs, right? So I'm sure it's totally going to be the cow, right?
Ah, excuse me.
All right. So anyway, yeah. Watch out for the amazing vomiting cow of, you know. Oh, look, we have a fish. It worked. It totally worked. Of course, I have no levels, so, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, throwing up 4 times as much. This carp over on YouTube. Yeah, totally. Okay. Yeah, I have no levels, though, so I can't name anything. All right. All right, hang on. We'll make this happen. Let's head back to the XP farm. I'll get a couple of levels, and I'll go ahead and rename a couple of those. Okay, it'll be fine. Okay. All right. What happened to my levels? I actually fed them into the XP farm. Yeah, see, if you stand on this grate, it'll suck out your levels and put them in storage. And because I was doing a lot of testing and stuff of the enchantment setup over here, I wanted to... Oops, there we go. Sign. Oh, good. The sign now has a 7 on it. Cool. Yeah, there we go. All right, sweet. Yeah, so yeah, it's really cool. So what you can actually do is, and this is just slick. Let me just grab some emeralds. Do I have more emeralds? I don't. I don't. What? All right, hang on. I've got to show this off because it's cool. Iron? I do have a little bit of iron. Okay. Sweet. All right, now, so let's see. Let's say I want a Silk Touch diamond hoe. Okay. I want one that's got mending, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and Silk Touch. I can take this hoe. I can throw it in this barrel. You hear the enchanting thing go? Okay. It's just going to bounce across all of these blaze burners. And it takes it a minute because it's got 4 different enchantments. Okay, you don't hear the game. It is really quiet, so. And it pulls from this liquid experience. There we go. Kind of hear it. Anyway. But, so it ends up over there, and now we have an efficiency 5, mending 3, Silk Touch, unbreaking diamond hoe. Right? So, yeah. Yeah, the tracks don't hit me often. The trains, on the other hand. So, yeah, so now I have an automatic enchanting system. And, you know, if I'm over here AFK a little bit, as long as I have some liquid XP, I can just enchant my tools or mend them or whatever. Or if I want to disenchant them, I can throw them through this side and they'll go through this grate and now I get the XP and everything's going to be awesome, right? So, yeah, it's one of the fun things about modded. And then here's my potion brewer, which I have a video up on my channel on how to build this guy. I'm thinking about a version 2 to add one more dropper. But, yeah. So just in case you need to automatically brew potions forever, this will do it. And this is pure vanilla, which is awesome. Okay, anyway. Apparently I'll just still have emeralds. Okay, but it worked. The system worked. We had a random carp or a random cod or something So, all right. So let's get, oh, it's not on me. It's in the box upstairs. I do have an anvil up here. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Let's actually take it down under here. All right, so I'm going to take this out for a minute. All right, so let's get a couple of these carp. Or the carp, this raw cod. All right, and so let's see. So who? Carp ADM. Yes, yes, that would be the pun. All right, so we're gonna have we can get a couple of different fish. Yeah, I mean, I could totally put carp in here, right? I mean, I could totally run the joke too with carp's name. All right. So we'll get some of that, and let's see. All right, I need more random fish prizes. Don't know. The problem is, this is just going to be crazy. It's just going to feed lots of regular That's fine. We'll do. Give me other fish names, y'all.
I need more fish.
I'm sure I could call one Sticks, but all right. Salmon. Yeah, we're not going to name one Sal. I'm sorry. Sal goes elsewhere. Okay. Halibut and Sticks. Okay. All right, we can do that one. All right. DJ Shade will go because I can type and read at the same time. Oh, I need to stop. Going over my stream time. It's okay. No, not Sticks. Okay. We'll throw a flounder in here too. For all of you Little Mermaid fans. Okay. And let's stick the... All right. Cool. So, 4 nights of the time we'll get a fun named cod. And then the rest of the time we'll get regular raw cod. And yeah. All right. So, Elfish Press. Oh, darn it! You've got good names here. Okay, I've got to do that one now. Elfish Presley. Again, for all of you who might happen to be new here, yeah, we're all about the puns. Okay. All right. All right, we've got some. Music-free fishing. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Nice. So, I put a live blowfish in there. Yeah, just for luck. Yeah, yeah. All right, so cool. So now, periodically, there will be a fish that will just pop up in this fountain. Oh, you are all weirdos. Oh, okay.
What's with you, man? Come on!
Okay, anyway. I think we're good. This is it. We'll stop here before we get too far afield. Oh, man. All right. All right, but I definitely want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today. I do need to stop. I do want to give a shout out again to XB Crafted for the raid, and for my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you'd like to support the channel, that's an excellent way to do it. So, yeah, Also, that's where I get merch and you get behind the scenes stuff. And it's a great place. So check that action out. And next stream will be Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So look forward to seeing you all there. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.